What's up, fruit basket?
What's up, filter head?
Filter head, what does that mean?
It's in reference to the packed filters on your car.
Oh yeah. We just went to the movies, and then when we got out and Tenny was smoking before we got back in the car, we noticed that there was like 8 years of debris in my dash, and my car's only like 5 years old.
It was blocking all the air intake for your air filters in your car.
It was. If somebody would like a Final Destination movie, if they threw a cigarette out of their window and it landed in the brush and under my wipers, it would have been a wrap for me.
Yeah, your car would have just burst into flames.
No. I know. I'm not good at keeping up on things in my life at all.
And your car is parked under a notoriously droppy tree.
I know. I need to trim my trees. Hey, anybody listening, bro, this is serious. If anybody is listening and you live in Michigan and you're a tree trimmer, please fucking help me. Literally help me.
Yeah, please no one tell that to my father.
I'm not letting your dad can't cut down my tree. Somebody has to get in a basket.
I'm just saying I told my dad that he could trim some bushes and he cut down all the trees by the side of my house.
I don't know why he did that. Your dad is a menace.
Now tomorrow he goes, well, tomorrow I'm going to stay an extra day because we can chop it all up into small pieces and bag it all up, and then we can spread some mulch down and put some rocks down. I'm like, I had a real solid, relaxing weekend planned, and now I'm going to spend all of tomorrow in 95-degree heat cutting and stacking wood and putting down mulch and moving rocks.
Anyway, let's move on from the fucking landscaping talk of 2024. But speaking of dads, I almost said dragged, but I feel like I didn't really drag you. But I took you to my dad's cute 4th of July barbecue.
Yeah, it wasn't really you didn't drag me.
I know, but it was cute. He made all the food and you got to meet the new puppy. And he sent us each home with like $40 worth of fruit.
Which was gone that night.
I didn't even eat all mine. I didn't eat it before it went bad. It was too much. It was so much fruit.
Oh, I ate all of it that night.
That would make him really happy. He sent me home. I picked a cucumber out of his garden and I brought it home and put it on a salad and sent him a picture, and he was really stoked. And then yesterday he sent me a picture of like 8 more cucumbers. He like pillaged his whole garden. He's like, I'm going to bring you these.
So wait, we went from landscaping to your father's gardening?
I know, this is the worst episode ever. Okay, but I wanted to bring up one more thing that fucked me up. Was at the barbecue, my grandma was there. And do you remember, I'm sure you remember, and you didn't say anything and I didn't say anything, but she did that thing. Okay, there's an episode of Friends where Monica tells Chandler that some guy at her work is the funniest guy that she's ever met, and Chandler has like a mental breakdown because he's supposed to be the funniest guy that she's ever met. So at the fucking barbecue, my grandma goes, I saw the cutest dog in the world the other day. I'm like, did she just say that to my fucking face, bro? Have you seen my dog? You just insulted me in public. I was like, okay, tell me about it, Grandma. What the fuck does this dog look like? That was so rude. I know she didn't mean it, but I was like, oh, that dog was not cuter than mine. I don't care about this story.
I had friends one time and I said it, and I was being honest, but they took it as a joke because I said it the right way and at the right time. But I was over their house and they had a newborn baby.
Oh, God, here we go.
And the husband said something like, so what do you think about the baby? And I said, I've seen better.
Oh my God. Oh.
And I really had seen better.
Yeah, no shit. I've always wondered that. I don't know if we've ever talked about that on here before, but I know we've talked about it in person. But I wonder if people know that their baby's ugly. Do you know? Or
no, it's that thing we've talked about before about like when you look at someone, if you find them attractive, like it's their personality. I think parents' visualizations get clouded because it's like, that's my precious baby.
You're like, parents love their ugly babies for their personality. Oh my God. No, they have to, because I'm sorry, but some babies look insane. Like they are like hard to look at. Like, how do you?
Yeah, they're a little nugget human that's been shoved inside another human.
I know. They must not know. They can't know.
I don't think that they know.
But the good part, honestly, at the times that I've seen screwed up looking babies, they really do straighten out, and a lot of them end up being very beautiful. It's just that first baby stage is very scary.
There's 2 scary stages: the baby stage, and then there's that thing that happens at like 11.
Yeah, yep. Between being a cute little kid and being a teenager, everybody looks fucked up.
Yeah, your whole face and body goes, listen, I'm going to throw up for a couple years, and you might make it out the other side.
Like in between when a tadpole and a frog and they're that weird thing, it's like, what the fuck is that, bro? Oh God. Anyway, we went from landscaping talk to everybody out there, your babies are fucking ugly. Moving right along. Wait, do you have anything? Do you do anything this week?
I hung out with my dad all week.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we went to Longlegs tonight.
I took him in to buy like 40 more DVDs.
Oh God, your dad has the biggest DVD collection in the world.
The good thing that he did do is I told him, because he goes to all the thrift stores up north where he lives.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you know what I'm looking for is I'm looking for working VCRs.
Oh yeah. Well, now you're gonna get like 20 of them.
I got 2. He got me 2.
Dang.
And now I told him I don't need any more.
I think I got rid of all my VHSs. That was a mistake. No, I still have some, but I'm glad you found you one though.
Me too. Now I have 4.
Oh Jesus, you're a hoarder. But anyway, so we went to Longlegs, easily the most anticipated horror movie of the year. But they've kept it very under wraps. Like the advertising campaign was super weird and scary and artsy and looked gory. And people are like, I don't even know what the fuck this movie is, but I need to see it real bad. And we just went and saw it. And well, let's start with the it's for me, it's not for me. I'll start. It's for me.
All right, it's for me.
Yeah, we got a winner.
We got a cute baby.
We got a cute baby. Longlegs is a cute baby. It's so much weirder than I thought it was going to be. I saw it being billed as like this generation Sounds of the Lambs. So I thought it was going to be like a straightforward true crime movie. It is not a straightforward true crime movie. It is super weird. And I don't think everybody's going to like it. I think weirdos will like it. I think people who are a little bit more on the normal side are going to be like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah, I think most quote unquote normal people will not dig it.
Yeah.
But I think that horror people and film people will love it.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, even if you don't like the story, you think it's weird or you don't understand it, like visually, it rules.
Yeah, there's some really, really good shots in that film.
Really good shots. And like, I don't know, just like weirdness interspersed, unexpected weirdness, and like, I don't even know what to call it. And it's hard to talk about too without ruining it. I have no idea how to freaking talk about this movie. It's weird, and I will say though, I think a lot of people think it's going to be so gory that they can't watch it. It's not that.
No, it's a high tension movie.
Yes, incredibly. Yeah, I felt like sick, scared the whole time. And you don't even it's not even like you know what you're scared of. There's just like a heavy dread, big time.
Yeah, and even though it's over 90 minutes, it was fine.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it had a good pace. I didn't feel like it felt long. I wasn't like, oh, let's get this over with.
This isn't a spoiler, but it kind of helps when you do have chapter breaks.
Yeah, it did. I didn't know it was going to have that either. It has chapters. I like that.
Yeah.
I loved it. I can't wait to see it again. Me and Katie have been texting about it for the last half an hour, and I was like misunderstanding some shit, and she cleared some shit up for me, and then we kind of theorized on some other stuff. Like, it'll have you theorizing stuff for like days.
Which is what a good film does.
Yeah, you said that when we walked out, that you love that it instantly makes you go, well, what did that mean? Well, what did that do? Well, what was that about? Like, and Katie said it too in texting. She's like, this is gonna be a different movie for everyone who watches it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was sick. A+. Can't wait to see it again so I can see if I pick up anything different.
Osgood Perkins, the director of the film.
Yes.
Son of Anthony Perkins, the actor from Psycho.
Yes, and the guy who is the nerd in Legally Blonde.
Yeah, yes. The tall nerd from Legally Blonde. He does a really fascinating thing, and he's done it in both Gretel and Hansel and in this movie, which is he frames things in the film the way that they're on the screen. You are looking not only at the character, but you start searching the background.
I know. I kept doing that too. And then you get scared and then nothing even happens. And you're like, I was scared the whole fucking time.
Yes. But it's really good because you don't just focus on the actor in the foreground. You're like, you naturally, your brain is like, something's going to go on back there. I got to look back there. Even if nothing happens.
No, so good.
And that's good because it breaks your focus. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And this is like not even a thing, but like a plot thing. But the main girl in the movie's house is like dream house. It's so good. Wait till you guys see it. It's so good.
Do people know what the film is actually kind of about?
This is the thing is I don't think a lot of people want to know. I think a lot of people want to go in blind. So I don't want to say. I don't know. I was saying that people thought it was going to be a true crime movie, but it's not. That's enough, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I was going to say one of the reasons that movies like Longlegs affects me in a certain manner, and I think I've talked about this when we've talked about films in the past, is there's, for me, a relationship, not that it has anything to do with the movie, but, I was 6 when Royal Oak had the Oakland County child killer.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, growing up in that era of the 70s where stranger danger was so heavily pushed in my neighborhood, and, like, you know, the last girl that disappeared from the Oakland County child killer was from the 7-Eleven in Berkeley, like on 12 Mile. That close. So that films in a certain manner that take place in a certain time affect me in a certain way.
Yeah, I get that. And I like that it just, even though I stayed away from everything, it was different than I expected, which is always good.
Now, here's my criticism.
Oh, God, what? Don't spoil anything.
I'm telling all the listeners, anybody that might have a chance of hearing this, who might be going to a major motion picture theater to see a film, don't fucking smoke pot in the fucking theater. Someone was smoking pot in our theater.
I didn't even notice.
I smelled it immediately. As soon as the lights went out, I was like, Jesus Christ, are you fucking kidding me? Like, someone's got a vape, smoke pot in this movie theater?
You sound like a dad.
Get fucking high outside. Don't ruin my fucking night.
I didn't even notice. So yeah, thumbs up from both of us. I watched another one the other day. It's a Malaysian horror movie. It's called Tiger Stripes. They're billing it kind of, or it's like being compared to like the Malaysian Carrie, a coming of age movie about a little girl. And she goes through like adolescent stuff and goes a little nuts. It's really cool though. I don't really know how to describe it without ruining it, but it's almost werewolfy. I don't know, but it's sick. It's very beautiful. And the music was really good.
I watched, my dad made me buy Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes on Amazon Prime for $20.
Dang.
And then he fell asleep within the first 10 minutes. But I watched it and enjoyed it. And then he made me buy the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare for $20 on Amazon Prime. And then he fell asleep 15 minutes into watching it. And I watched it and I liked it.
You gotta just go buy the Blu-ray or something.
Those I don't think they're out on Blu-rays yet.
Oh.
And Sony announced they're stopping manufacturing of physical media.
Dang. Brutal.
They want everybody to be on streaming.
That sucks.
That sucks.
That would be so depressing if I was a movie maker and I just knew I would never hold my movie. That blows.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I told this to my dad when my dad was buying DVDs. I was saying, you know, you're kind of ahead of the curve because like 2 years from now when they're not making DVDs anymore, people are going to be fucking buying them up all over the place to have copies of them, whether they're DVDs or Blu-rays. This is the exact same thing that happened when I worked at the record store in 1988 and we transitioned from vinyl to CD.
Yeah.
We were told like no one will ever buy vinyl again. They're like, it's dead. It's a dead format. More vinyl records are sold now than were at any other time.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time you bought a fucking CD?
Never. A million years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you were to buy music now, you'd probably buy vinyl.
Yeah, because it just feels cooler and you get, I don't know, the jackets are so good. And
yeah.
This doesn't have anything to do with anything that we're talking about, but you know how they made new seasons of Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix?
Yes.
Well, season 4 is finally coming out on July 31st. I'm really fucking excited.
Have they announced what they will be investigating in their Unsolved Mysteries?
I didn't see any like episode breakdowns, but I can't remember anything. But I feel like in these other seasons, maybe there was like 6 episodes, but I don't know. I hope there's a bunch.
Are they doing with the new ones? Because I haven't watched any of the new ones. They're splitting them up pretty evenly with high strangeness and true crime, right?
Yeah, there's all different stories. Yeah. I think last season there was a UFO one.
Yeah, there was one that Bill Konkoleski did, so.
Oh, yeah. I just remember there was that one in Grosse Pointe, that lady in Grosse Pointe. That was crazy. And then I also read the Screambox, the streaming service. They acquired a new movie that'll be coming out. I don't know when, but we're going to be excited about it. Okay, so it's called Haunted Ulster Live. Which is in the same vein as Ghostwatch. It says Haunted Ulster Live. It's a UK horror movie. Haunted, and I don't know if I'm saying Ulster right. You guys in the UK might tell me it's Ulster or some fucking shit. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. Anyway, takes viewers back to 1998 where a live broadcast from a haunted house goes terrifyingly wrong. The footage is so disturbing that it hasn't been seen for 25 years. On Halloween night, TV veteran Jerry Burns teams up with popular children's presenter Michelle Kelly. These are like fake people to investigate poltergeist activity in a haunted house in Belfast.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I know, me too. I'm excited.
You get so excited for any reason to not leave your house.
I know.
Oh, there's a new thing that's 2 hours long that I can use to stay out of the real world.
I'm trying to be better. I do feel like it's lifting. I do like I swear I was just telling Katie earlier, I was going, I know I have to go to the movies today and I don't even mind. I don't feel like dread about it. I'm like excited to go. So that's positive. Something's happening. I'm trying.
And then I did a 10-10-10 just yesterday.
Oh yeah, you did in our Patreon, you guys. He does a live Q&A / other stuff, whatever he feels like doing in our Patreon.
I do one every month, and then I decided at the last minute, I was like, maybe I'll teach people Astragalomancy, like fortune telling with dice. And I like just at the last minute, and then like I started it and I was answering questions for the first half an hour, and then I was like, okay, let's talk about dice fortune telling. And then I immediately realized like, okay, when you roll 3 of a kind, that's called a lot, and that's actually the most magical of numbers. And then if you roll a different number, and I started going through the breakdowns of it, and I was like, I think I'm just confusing everyone. And I was like, if anybody's got dice, roll them, and I'll give you all readings for the rest of the half an hour. And then I did like 90 or 95 readings in 20 minutes.
So you guys could get a fortune reading from Tenny if you were a Patreon.
It's true.
It's true.
And then you get into a zone because everybody's just typing in their number, like their 3-digit number, and I'm just like, this is this, this is that, this is that, this is that. I got into a zone.
I love it.
And those are all saved and watchable later.
Yeah, but it's best if you catch it live, because then you can ask him like with the weird shit that they ask you, like, what do you like better, peanut butter or chocolate? I don't fucking know. They ask you everything.
Yeah. How many toes do you have? Do you think babies are ugly?
Well, they don't have to ask you now because they know how we feel.
Everybody knows. And then I've got a bunch of other stuff coming up. You've got stuff coming up.
I know we both have stuff coming up. You have a very exciting secret thing coming up that we'll talk about when we can, but it's a doozy, you guys.
It's a doozy, and it's a real secret.
I know it is a big secret, but it's a
good one. But I can't believe like July is going.
I know. I keep saying, oh, I have 2 events in August. And it's in like 5 seconds. And I haven't wrote either of my presentations.
Good work, buddy.
I know I'm fucked. It's fine. No, I have notes. I just need to write out. See, you know what? Never mind. You guys will see it 1 year there.
That's great.
Be there, be square. See what comes out of my mouth. Nobody knows.
Nobody ever knows.
Nobody could ever know. Nobody's gonna know. What else?
Oh, my dad asked me the other day if you have more than 3 tattoos.
Oh my god, he's seen me. I have like 1,000. What the fuck?
So funny.
Side note, because this is all the girls on Twitter will tweet at each other like, have a safe and happy did your tattoo hurt season, because everywhere we fucking go, just some knucklehead has to ask if they hurt or how many we have. It's like, once you have past like fucking 5, 8, 10 tattoos, if you keep count, you're a fucking nerd. I don't know how many I have. I don't even have any idea. You're just heavily tattooed after a certain point. Nobody knows their count. And that question is stupid. You're just trying to talk. What are you going to do with my answer anyway? Nobody cares.
That's true. Oh, you know what? I need to say, I'm terrible with keeping track of people's names and stuff like that. But like we were really slack on going to the P.O. box for a long time. And then you went and there was like a ton of shit in there from people. So thank you to everyone for sending us stuff. It was so much, and I didn't write anything down and usually I write people's names on the backs of stuff so I know who it came from, but there was like literally so much, I just like put it in its new place.
Yes, I took some pictures of some of the cute stuff, but I didn't post them yet, but thank you.
Hey, do I still have to come over this soon and help you with your fucked up lawn?
No, you don't.
Great, because it looks like garbage.
I know. Leave me alone.
It looks like you have a forgotten fruit plantation on your front lawn.
What if I do? Your brain is a forgotten fruit plantation.
I ate that much from your father's fruit bowl.
Can't manage everything by myself.
You're doing great.
Have you ever heard of a thing called glass delusion?
Glass?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so I read about this thing. I don't even remember where I read about it, but it's real. But this can be one of those things where you're like, I don't think this is real, but I swear it's real. Like when I told you about growing teeth and you're like, it's not real, but it is real. Anyway, so glass delusion is a thing that used to, a psychiatric disorder that used to affect some people in Europe in the 15th to the 17th century. People feared that they were made of glass and therefore likely to shatter into pieces. King Charles VI of France was famously afflicted by glass delusion. He wore clothing that was reinforced with iron rods and did not allow his advisors to come near him due to the fear that his body would accidentally shatter. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, people were nuts back then.
That is fucking crazy. I love that. I'll be like, oh, sorry, I can't comment. I've got delusion.
Sorry, I can't talk. I might shatter into a million pieces.
That's literally my new excuse for not going places. People would be like, oh, you want to come to my baby shower? I'd be like, first, no, your baby's ugly, probably. Secondly, I have glass delusion. I can't come.
That's too funny.
I know, so excited. I want to see people's anti-glass outfits. Everything I learn about European history, I absolutely love.
My dad, when he was watching that first 15 minutes of the Gentlemanly Warfare movie, my dad goes, Europeans are so fucking weird.
Yeah. I like it though, because it's whimsical. I like at least when somebody's crazy is whimsical.
I could be wrong about this, but with glass delusion, I feel like there was like a secondary, you might be able to tell me if I'm right. Again, I could be making this up out of just knowing too much shit and having it in my brain, but I feel like there was a secondary, like where people thought they were made out of cork.
Maybe. That sounds better though than glass, because then at least you would just like bonk over. You wouldn't shatter.
Yeah, but you were really light.
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. Another weird side note of it that doesn't have to do with anything, but so one of my tattoo clients, one of my brow clients, this last world freaking tour that Madonna went on, she was like on her crew, like her stage crew for Madonna. So I'm like, wait, my tattoo went on tour with Madonna. So there's a chance that like Madonna looked at a tattoo I did. Isn't that weird? Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty weird.
I know.
Madonna's not Madonna anymore.
Well, she's undone quite a bit of the stuff that she did to her face. So she looks more like she used to a little.
Yeah.
But I thought that was neat.
I don't know when I stopped listening to Madonna. Mid-90s?
Yeah. Well, she came back like a million times.
I think True Blue was my last Madonna foray.
I don't know any album names. I remember when she had like the League of Their Own songs.
I've never seen League of Their Own.
Oh, you've never seen any universally beloved American movies. It's honestly insane. I feel like I'm talking to an alien all the time.
You need to talk to my dad, who in those DVDs that we bought was picking out stuff like, what's the one with the mailbox from the future?
I don't know.
And Keanu Reeves?
I don't know.
They put notes in it back and forth. Is that the Lake House or something like that?
Honestly, I definitely should have seen that movie. Is it Sandra Bullock in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like my whole shit, and I've never seen it.
Yeah, that's my dad was buying that DVD, and when he was picking out DVDs, he's like, I also like romantic comedies sometimes.
Yeah, I need to come over and pillage all your dad's DVDs because I'll never remember that I took the ones that I want.
He will not remember them. He has bought multiple copies of Mystic River on DVD.
I don't need Mystic River, but you could just be like, no, I remember you picked that up at the store if you didn't really buy it.
Oh, he would believe that.
And then it'll be at my house. Or he can just watch it like 10 times and get sick of it, and then I'll have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. I'm fine with a shorty warty.
I know I'm done too. So again, I have an event in Indiana on August 3rd called Midwest Boo Fest in Jeffersonville, Indiana. If you guys want to come, tickets are available when you get there, so just show up. There's more info on our Instagram.
And I have an event, A Strange Escape, at Belvoir Winery that same weekend.
Mm-hmm. And there's info at strangeescapes.com.
Strange-escapes.com.
I know, I was gonna correct myself. But other than that, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/whatsupweirdo for bonus videos, streaming hangouts with us, contests, giveaways. Our youtube.com/whatsupweirdo. I think that's it.
I think that's it.
What are you going to do now?
Now I am going to turn the volume completely off in the family room because my dad is asleep and the TV is blasting. And then I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to fall asleep.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Oh, little Nog.
All right, I'm done.
Toad's not done. He's never done.
I'm done.
He's a cray-cray.
I'm done.
Okay.
Bye, friend. Bye.
Oh my God, bye.
Okay, bye.